Going on, everyone? Welcome, and it is sad times. I had to turn off everything. I still have the Kaspa ASICs on, but I might shut those off and turn the X5 back on because the coin that was mining Salvium has now pumped. And if you saw that video when I went over this and updated, the profits are a lot higher. We'll look at that in a minute. But now you can see all my CPUs are off over here, as well as being off over here, because we have been in the middle of a heat wave, and it started again yesterday. So last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I did have to shut off for a couple days when I started getting 30 to 35 outside. It's coming back again. It's supposed to last for like 7 or 8 days. So for the next 7 or 8 days, I'm going to have to keep these off because it does get so hot down here that things start getting very hot. And I don't want to blow up and melt my motherboards or anything. I got to figure out better airflow and stuff. But right now, I just cannot mine through this. And I do have to be very selective on what I turn on, which is pretty much nothing right now. Now, back to this guy. We're going to look at the profitability here because CPUs, even for the past 2 or 3 years, ever since ETH went to POS, these things have been making like 40 times more than GPUs, mostly after power, because obviously after power, GPUs haven't been making anything ever since the ETH merge. You know, we knew this was going to happen when ETH was coming around. You guys follow me the channel. We told this to you, and you guys all agreed once we looked at the numbers. The other coins can't support any of the hash rate that's online. So CPUs is what I slowly started building into. We'll see what happens long term. I'll build back into GPUs if it starts to look that direction again, but I don't see that happen anytime soon. So right now, we're going to go into the workstation in a bit here and take a look at the profitability, but they're making so much more than the current state of GPU mining. But this guy right here, Salvium, when it was at 15 cents, was making around $15, $16 a day. Now that Salvium has pumped up, and look at the current network hash rate and everything and the amount of coins it mined. So this made like $73 in one day. When I hit those 2 solo blocks, and then I put it over into pool mode, and then we're going to look at the profitability of that now, as well as all these CPUs, because right now I am missing out on a lot of profits here, and it sucks due to this heat wave. Now I could turn some on and just watch them, but I'm also going to another fair today with the little one, so I'm not going to be home to see if anything starts to catch on fire. So that kind of sucks. So coming into my spreadsheet here, the current price of Salv at the time of recording is 31 cents. There's about 241.5 mega hash online now, up from 180 or so from a few days ago. A 3900X at 13.5 kilohash is making about $1.53 per day. Now, this does use about, depending on your power price, it is about 130 watts. So at 12-cent power, that is about 37 cents. So after power, that is $1.16 after power. So how does that compare to a GPU currently? If we come into hashrate.no right now, we can see at 12 cents per kilowatt hour here, a 4090 is making 44 cents after power. So this is over double of a 4090, which is 25% of the price of a 4090. So it's only a quarter of the price, so obviously a lot cheaper here. We can see the CMP 170 is making 41 cents on Zell. Let's see what a 3070 is currently looking like. This is making 7 cents. So what is that? $1.16. I'm just going to divide that by 0.07 here. That is 16.5 times more than a 3070 after power. So you can see there's huge profit margins between the way you do mine crypto. And this is kind of how it's been over the past 3 years, pretty much ever since Ethereum did move to POS. Now let's kind of do some quick numbers on some other CPUs, a 7950X for an example, which is pretty much the new go-to. The 3 and 5000 series are kind of starting to die off with the better, more hash, higher efficiency 7000 series. So we're going to cut straight to the 7950X. This is about 22. They're anywhere from 21 to 22 kilohash, depending how you run them. So I'm just going to put in 22 here. You can see this is $2.50 and around 150 watts. So maybe around 40-cent power. So you can still see you're over $2 in profit here on a 7950X currently. And then with my entire farm on, including the X5, I am at about 980 kilohash. I'm just shy of finally hitting my goal of 1 mega hash on random X. Now it is counted with the X5. It's not all on purely CPUs, but I am listing out having these off right now at $111 a day. So that kind of sucks right now, but it's just something I got to deal with. All right, guys, so that pretty much does wrap up this video. So let me know what you guys are doing. Are you experiencing a heat wave right now? How are you keeping cool, including yourself, not just your rigs? And what are you guys doing right now? So this does suck. I do have to have these things shut off, and I am missing out on a decent amount of profit right now, but hopefully maybe you guys can capitalize on this, and I'll be back next week. We'll see what happens, but thank you for watching this. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.